Hello everybody, and welcome back to Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. Last time we made our way to Agate Village because apparently there's a different way to purify our Teddiursa, which I definitely didn't know about because I totally didn't play the last game. So now we have to go and talk to our old friend Egan, who is the grandfather of our friend who I still don't remember the name of from the last game. Hello, what a darling trainer you are. I'm Baloo. Did you want something of me? Oh, Egan, you say? Ah, so you've come calling to see my husband. Are you perhaps Elise? Ah, just as I thought. You are Elise, we've been expecting you. Also, you have the same name as someone we knew in the past. Oh, we got word about you from Lily, you see. We understand that you want to purify shadow Pokemon. The instant my husband heard from Lily, why, you should have seen his excitement and enthusiasm, shouting, "This calls for my services," or something, or some such. He went off running to who knows where. He hasn't come back since. Dear.
Baloo, dear, I've got everything ready. We're ready for our visitor from the HQ lab whenever he arrives. Oh?
Oh, hello, dear. Our guest Elise has just arrived.
Oh, so you're Elise. We've been waiting. I'm Egan. I've heard everything that Lily had to say. As you know, to purify a shadow Pokemon, it must open its heart to the trainer. While there are several approaches, battles are the best, no doubt about it at all. No doubt about it. Ay. The place to do that here is in the Relic Forest, which is home to the Relic Stone. I will go ahead and wait there for you.
Sounds good. My husband is so impatient, as you've just seen. In his day, he was hailed as the greatest trainer, but that's a long time ago. It's a good thing I know where we're off to, because they did not tell me where to go. I would like you to be the leader in our party, because I believe if we walk around with you, you will, slowly but surely, lower your heart gauge. Alright, there's a couple more places to take a look at here, probably a couple more people to battle on our way over to Egan.
I have to hand it to Egan for his youthful energy, though. I swear he must run faster than I can.
Well, I mean, if you practice, you could probably speed up a bit. I like the look of determination in your eyes. When trainers lock eyes with each other, there's only one thing to do. Battle! This gets my blood pumping. Let's go for it, my guy. Old Man Claire. You look very friendly, but silly. Oddish and Machop. We talked about Oddish a little bit. The Generation 1 Grass and Poison type can evolve into either Vileplume or Blossom, depending on the stone that you give it. Well, it's got another evolution in between, but another very good Pokemon in its generation has kind of fallen off, but still pretty decent. And Machop, a pure fighting type Pokemon, evolves into Machoke, which through a trait evolution then evolves into Machamp. Trait evolutions are always questionable because unless you have friends or two devices, it's hard to get them. But Machamp is a very good Pokemon if you are able to evolve it. However, I think most of the trait evolutions in this game have come fully evolved if we've had to catch them. We did catch a Machamp in the last game, but we just caught. We like skipped straight to Machamp. We didn't have to catch a Machop or a Machoke. I would assume a similar thing would happen in this game. All right, let's switch off Shadow Blitz the Machop and tackle the Oddish. Wada bing, easy peasy. Oddish goes down. I think, yeah, we're pretty close to a level up. We'll probably get one off of this Machamp, or off of this Machoke here. Machop. Got it wrong twice in a row. Bada boom, there we go, level up to 12. Okay, well, I mean, HP and speed is nice, but I don't like that attack and special attack were only increased by 1. Ooh, that's not very good for either path that we choose to take. I believe Vaporeon is a special attacker. Flareon is for some reason a physical attacker. I bow to your skill, despite barely knowing any physical moves. And I think Jolteon is a mixed attacker, able to take on either role. A fine battle that was. Highly enjoyable indeed. Let us battle again sometime. Might as well pop into the Pokemon Center really quick. Oh, this is the Mart, Lamau. Okay, well, I don't really need anything yet. I haven't used any of the items that I purchased. In fact, I've only gotten more for free. Have you heard the news? Someone abducted the director of a research lab somewhere. Isn't it scary? It was finally becoming peaceful after Cypher disappeared, but now this happens. I'm working on it.
Sometimes it doesn't matter how strong Pokemon are in a battle. If the trainer doesn't know how to use items properly, the battle could be lost. That's why I think it's important to buy a good mix of items that are good for every conceivable situation.
Don't worry, already ahead of you. I already got a couple of status healing items. Alright, I think this is the last house over here, and then we're good to go off to the Purification Stone. Ooh, a Combuskin. One of the starters from the Hoenn region. Uh-oh, there seems to be at least one Pokemon that hasn't opened its heart to you. Is that why you're here? Our village's relic has the power to open up the hearts of Pokemon. Some time ago, I guess it would be years now, the relic was used to open the hearts of many Pokemon. Okay, so this game does in fact take place a couple years after Ylissium, which is fitting as I'm recording this a couple years after I played Pokemon Ylissium. Yes, to get over there, I need to be on the other side. Cross the bridge, down past the Pokemon Center, which I won't pop into yet. There's no reason. I was only going to pop in because it was close. Is there an item over here like there was in the last game? No, but there is a fellow over here.
Oh gosh, there's no path out of the village this way. Whoa, don't startle me like that. Or are you looking for a battle with me? Yes, you're on. I'm feeling frustrated over getting lost, so I'll take it out on you.
I would say something along the lines of like, dog of this town is so small, how did you get lost? But I got lost in this village last time, a couple times. Ooh, a Tyrogue. Pre-evolution to Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee, and Hitmontop. It's another split evolution. Pure fighting type introduced in Generation 2. If its attack is higher than its defense, it'll evolve into Hitmonlee. If its defense is higher than its attack, it'll evolve into Hitmonchan. And if they're the same, it'll evolve into Hitmontop. I think I said that right. If defense higher, Hitmonchan. I don't know. And then Grimer, Generation 1, poison type, evolves into Muck. All of the Hitmon anything are decent. There are also better fighting types available, but they're pretty good. Grimer and Muck, also decent poison types. Poison types are kind of bad overall. Poison and Bug are kind of, and Ice, I guess, are kind of universally the weakest of all of the types in Pokemon. Not very good in general. They're not super effective against a lot of things, and they have a lot of weaknesses. You can do better, but hey, if you like literal trash, then I guess go for it. I did forget to call to Teddiursa there. Let's do that really quick. We'll bite the Grimer, get it out of here. Zubat probably isn't going to do much other than leech life. We can also definitely take it out in one hit from Teddiursa. Grimer probably not. It's a little tanky. It's got pretty high defense and special defense. Yeah, there we go, leech life. A game that is very good in Generation 7 and onwards, but before then, is actual garbage. It's basically worse than Absorb. Ooh, a critical hit on Teddiursa. That's not too nice. Let's Shadow Blitz the Zubat. One more bite on the Grimer. Should take both of them out, hopefully. Oh, just barely hanging on. And also just barely hanging on. Okay, calling me surprised. Shadow Blitz also does not do recoil, as I'm noticing. I assume using Shadow type moves like in the last game does make me go into hyper mode, or I guess reverse mode. A lot easier though. So I gotta make sure I am aware of when I'm using certain moves. I guess we'll just Metal Claw the Zubat and tackle the Grimer here. Maybe he's confused. Can we hit through it? There we go. Boom, Grimer's down. Oh, Zubat, Generation 1, Poison Flying type. It is literally everywhere. Zubat and Golbat are okay, but come Generation 2, when it can evolve into Crobat, it's pretty good, actually. It's a very good speed sweeper.
So I have a bad sense of direction. It's nothing to make fun of.
Don't worry, I also have a pretty bad sense of direction, if I'm being honest with myself.
I came to have a look at the Relic Stone, but they won't let me in. Now I can't find my way out of here. I'm about to cry from frustration.
No, it's okay. Just go back this way. You'll find it. It's a ramp that is very sheer. Speaking of sheer ramps, I think... I was under the impression that there was a way to get up to this item over here. There is a way, but I don't remember what it is. I'll come back for that item later. For now, let's move on over to the Purification Stone and talk to good old Egan. Ah, you must be the Elise that Egan was talking about. I heard that you battled to open the Hearts of Shadow Pokemon. The relic is through this cave. Don't give up. I will not give up. This is a game made for children. I think I'll probably be okay. I'll help you purify a Shadow Pokemon by having a battle with you. Are you ready to get started? Yes. Okay, let's get with it. I see. The obligatory string of trainers in order to purify Teddiursa. Your name is Gorps. Alright. Zigzagoon, Generation 3, pure normal type, as an early Pokemon. Not very good. However, in Sword and Shield, you get the Galarian form, which is a dark normal type, and it's pretty good. I love Galarian, Zigzagoon, and Linoon. Obstagoon is okay. We've had this conversation. Nummel, I think, is a fire ground type. It might just be a pure fire type, but I think it is in fact fire ground. Also from Generation 3, evolves into Camerupt. Pretty good, honestly. As far as Hoenn fire types go, your options are a little limited. You can definitely do a lot worse with than Camerupt. Gen 6, it gets a Mega Evolution, which makes it even better. However, you don't get the Mega until the post-game, which is just a little unfortunate. Teddiursa is getting a little weak here. Depending on how this next battle goes, I might have to go back and heal up. I do have potions, though, that I could use, but, I mean, the Pokemon Center is, like, a minute away, if that. Nummel goes down. Eevee should hopefully get a level up by the end of this cave. Not that it really needs it. I'm already a little bit over-leveled, but that's okay. I'm sure I'll need it. It's hard to stay over-leveled in these games. Wow, that was something. Thank you for your money. I will happily take it. To open up the closed hearts of a Shadow Pokemon, entering it in battle is effective. That's why you should make Shadow Pokemon battle whenever possible. I hope your Shadow Pokemon get purified soon. Elise, aren't you? I heard about you from Egan. Let's battle right away. Here we go. Alright, depending on how this battle goes, we'll know if we have to go back and heal or not. Snubbull and Corphish. Snubbull. In this game, it's a normal type. It is literally just a worse Teddiursa. That's the only way I can explain it. Introduced in Generation 2 as well alongside it. Corphish, Generation 3 water-type Pokemon. I really like it as a Pokemon. I think it's actually probably one of my favorite Pokemon if I had to choose. However, it's unfortunately not all that great. It does evolve into a water-dark type, so there is that. Oh, look at it. I started watching the Pokemon anime right at like the tail end of Generation 3 when I think he was taking on Ash was taking on the Battle Frontier. And I joined during that, and he had his Corphish, and I thought it was very funny. I'm a goofy guy enjoyer. And then there was that one, I think, where he battles a Crawdont with his Corphish, and I was like, whoa, that's so cool. And then I was unable to get it in Soul Silver because that was the only game I had at the time. And I just like never got the chance to use it until Alpha Sapphire, but I chose a water type for my starter, so I didn't have a reason to use it. Got another Lotad out here. Got a level up for Eevee. Let's go. Not great. Speed is good, but I could really use some attack and defense. Here in reverse mode. Great. Okay. Well, we're definitely gonna have to go and heal up. I don't know if I can take on the next person with Teddiursa being at 11 HP. But the good news is that it will definitely be able to be purified at the end of the end of the next battle. Can we get the flinch? No. Oh, well, it's fine. That is A-okay. I do not care. Blanc. Goodbye. Always weird the Lotat has 6 legs. I just never really think about it. I guess it's fine. It's just a little weird. It's not a bug. Handed the loss. I'm gonna hope to, like I said, save a... Oh yes, you know how a Shadow Pokemon sometimes begins behaving strangely in battle? If that happens, calling up to the Shadow Pokemon is supposed to help. I'm gonna try to save some money early on. I'll get by with what I have, and I'll only really put money into Pokeballs. I don't want more situations where I potentially miss out on Pokemon. I got very lucky in Pokemon Coliseum because the Pokemon that I missed are Pokemon that are recatchable. Not every Pokemon can be recaught if you kill it. So I got very lucky. So in this game, I'm gonna make sure I'm fully prepared before I go into anything. I might end up using some potential save states on my modified GameCube game console. But we'll have to see. It depends on the situation. Well, well, let this old woman come to the aid of pitiful Pokemon. Are you ready to begin? I wonder how our battle will turn out. I'm eager to find out. I know you're using pitiful the proper way, but when you say a pitiful Pokemon, it just makes it seem like the Pokemon is weak or something. Cacnea and Slugma Nuts. Cacnea, Gen 3, pure grass type. Evolves into a grass dark Pokemon. Somewhat decent. Like I said, Hoenn is just one of those regions where there's a lot of better options for most of your Pokemon, and a lot of them unfortunately just don't really have a good use. Slugma Generation 2 Fire type, we actually used a Slugma and a Magcargo in Pokemon Coliseum, which I'm sure eventually we'll see when I transfer them over. I do have those files at the ready whenever we need to inject them. But also not great. Slugma's also not great. And it's also one of the Johto Pokemon where you can't actually catch it in Johto, which is very weird. I don't know why Gold, Silver, and Crystal would introduce like 6 new Pokemon that you can't even catch until you've beaten the game and gone to Kanto. It's weird. Like, sure, they're Johto Pokemon, but they're not Johto Pokemon, you know? Very, very, very strange. Interesting decision. It's like when I was playing Soul Silver, I really wanted to use a Sneasel on my team. But you don't get Sneasel until post-game. Like post-game. Like after you've taken on all 16 gyms post-game. So I enabled a walk-through walls cheat. And went and caught a Sneasel and used it for my Ice type when it came to the Dragon Gym, which was about the level that it should have been. I think it was a little bit over level because it got it at like level 48, but all of my other Pokemon were like level 45, so it was fine. And it was fun. Unfortunately, I would have liked to use it just a little bit earlier. If Pokemon has a closed heart, it's good to keep it with you. Rather than keeping it in the PC storage system, you should keep it with you at all times. I will do that while we're still filling out our team. Thankfully, Sneasel is usable in a couple other games early on. I think Black and White 2, it can be caught earlier. I might be wrong about that one. Doesn't really matter. The legendary trader is his true identity. Agate beat me, but only him. I'm Kron. Now, for the sake of your shadow Pokemon, we shall have a hot battle. Bring it on. Now, does hot battle mean fire-type Pokemon, or does it just mean intensity? I'd be down for some fire-type action. Okay, it's just intensity. Horsey, wow, you're so cute! Your head's so big! Horsey, Generation 1, Water type. It evolves into Seadra, which is also Water type, and then come Generation 2, it has a held item trait evolution into Kingdra, a Water Dragon type. Very good Pokemon. Unfortunately, it is a trait evolution, so, you know, it depends on if you can get it. And speaking of trait evolutions, Abra, pure Psychic type, evolves in Kadabra, which through trade then evolves into Alakazam, another incredibly good Pokemon. But good luck getting your hands on it. Shroomish, Generation 3, Grass type. Its whole gimmick is that it's got like all of the different status effect things, and its ability can also trigger Sleep if you hit it with a physical type move. At least one of its abilities can. It's pretty good. I used a Breloom in my Pokemon Emerald playthrough, which is a grass fighting type. Very enjoyable. I love Breloom. Another one of my, like, sleeper favorites. I wouldn't think about it when I'm making a favorites list, but I would be like, oh yeah, honorary mention, Breloom, really cool. Tackle. Gonna do almost nothing. Okay, you know what? That was more than almost nothing. I'll give it to you. Let's get you out of here now. Nani? So little health? That's fine. Anyways. And that brought Teddiursa all the way down, maybe? I just missed it. Hot! A hot battle that was! Okay, talking like Yoda over here. Let's do a quick little check. It dismays me to see that shadow Pokemon have appeared again. It's a sad world we live in. Here's a little something that may hasten how quickly shadow Pokemon open their hearts to you. A cologne case. It's a case to hold the sense for giving cologne massages to Pokemon. Apparently, this is something I could do in the last game, but I never got the case for buying cologne, so I just never ended up being able to do it. It's fine. I purified them all anyways. I'm told a scented cologne massage helps ease open the hearts of Pokemon. Rub down your Pokemon gently when you use that cologne case. Rub down. Okay. You got pickup, I guess, as your ability. Yes, you do. And your heart gauge is empty. Nice. All right, well, let's yoink this potion from you. Nice. Or antidote. Nice, nice. And we can go and purify you, my friend.
Elise, welcome. Your shadow Pokemon should be ready to open its heart after the battles you've waged getting here. Now, I shall be your opponent. And here's my partner, the one Pokemon that I caught as my first, and that has stayed with me ever since. Go, Pikachu. Off we go to our first battle in 5 years. Let's keep things tight.
Okay. I'll take you on, Egan. Just a lonely little Pikachu, huh? I mean, sure. I mean, it needs no introduction, but Pikachu. Generation 1, pure electric type. It's okay. I know, shocking. Pikachu and its evolution Raichu, they're fine, but there are better options for electric types. Mainly Jolteon. Obviously, literally the most famous Pokemon in the world. Has like numerous things named after it. Oh boy, this Pikachu is pretty strong though, I'll give it that. Also, I don't think Teddiursa has very good special attack though, to be fair. Okay, we take it out. I was worried, because I don't think we have quick attack. There it goes. Also, comparison between Pikachu's original cry and its modern cry. Pikachu! Yeah, Pikachu and partner Eevee are tied for being the only Pokemon that actually took their cries from the way that they do in the anime and actually say their names when they are called out to battle. There's also Pikachu's Gigantamax evolution cry, which I love.
P.
Oh, so good.
P.
Wonderful. It's great, honestly, I love it. I just love Gigantamax Pikachu in general. So big.
Oh, bravo! I say bravo! My goodness! It was a white-hot experience, our battle. And to defeat my Pikachu, that takes real skill.
Pika, Pika!
Now, let's see how your shadow Pokemon is doing. This Pokemon is on the verge of opening its heart to you. You've done a good job looking after it. Now, you should use the power of the Relic Stone to finally open that shadow Pokemon's heart completely.
Will do, boyo. I have an email first, sorry. Teddiursa can now be purified. Cool, thank you. There's a Pokemon that may open the door to its heart. Come, bring my young little teddy bear friend back to his true self. Open the door to his heart. Ba ba ba. Da-dum. Teddiursa, open the door to its heart. Teddiursa, regain the move Return. Return is a very good move that scales in power the more friendly it is towards you. That's really good. I think I might be keeping this Teddiursa. Damn. Tertiary regain the move Refresh. I don't know what that does. Gonna be honest with you. Ursaring does have a pretty good moveset, being able to learn quite a few different elemental moves as well as some fighting and rock type moves. So pretty decent. Fury Swipes, I don't know. We have Return. I don't think we really need Fury Swipes. I think I'm good. Yeah, we're alright. I wonder if I can learn False Swipe, because that would be a very useful move for this game. No, we're good. No nickname yet. Well done. You know, if you have any ideas for the Pokemon, and any nicknames you think they should have, you can leave them in the comments, and I will go and rename them if I like them enough. And if you know what Shadow Pokemon are coming up that can be caught, you could also give me recommendations for those, and I can give them some nicknames. Well done. That Pokemon has finally returned to its former self. For the time being, we should return to my house. This is cause for celebration. You successfully purified your first Shadow Pokemon without incident. Still, one can't be too happy, not with the knowledge of Professor Crane's abduction. You see, he was a frequent visitor to Agate Village up to several years ago. He was conducting extensive research into the relic stone, you see. He said that it was for completing an entirely new purifying system that his friend thought up. I wonder where the kidnappers have made off with Professor Crane. It must be worrisome for you, too. About that abduction, dear. Don't you need to mention that what Vander saw? Yes, that's right. I needed to tell you about Vander. We have a friend by the name of Vander who lives on Mount Battle, which is a place of training for trainers. Wow, place of training for trainers, never would have guessed. Vander claims to have seen sinister characters out in the desert, where few people dare to tread. Sounds intriguing, yes? Mount Battle is to the northeast. Be sure to visit. Alright. Oh, Elise, may I have your PDA number? Yes, you can. Fine, if I hear anything, I will make certain to get in touch with you. Sounds good. Thank you, sir. Quick item check, nothing. Alright, I'm gonna go and quickly snag that item from over beside the Pokemon Center before we leave. I think it is... Oh, there's a man up there with a tail. Hold on, I gotta check that too. I'm getting very distracted, and this episode's already running a little long, but it's okay. Do you see this? My tailor brings me berries from somewhere every day. Here, I'll show you. I'll share one with you. Mega Berry. What does that do? Mega Berry. Okay. Okay, cool. Restores HP, but may cause confusion. I believe if the Pokemon doesn't like the flavor of the berry, then it will be confused. And what flavors a Pokemon likes is determined based off of its nature. Here, I'm gonna quickly cut to what that item is. And here we are. A potion. 3 potions. Dang, nice. Alright, sounds good. And Granny? I heard this child calling for me, so I came running to see what was the matter. Well, I found something quite nice. I know, we should have a battle. And if you can beat me, I'll happily give you what I found. Would you like to give it a try? Alright, sure. Long episode. Why not? Ah, yes, a fine answer. I guess we'll take on this Matron Bellish. A-okay. I won't even worry about it. Poochyena and Nincada. Poochyena, Generation 3, pure Dark-type Pokemon. As an early route Pokemon, kinda sucks a whole lot. I used one in my Alpha Sapphire playthrough, and it was definitely my worst team member. However, Nincada, Bug Ground type. Very interesting in that it's a split evolution, where it can evolve into a Nincada, a Ninjask, which it always will, which is a bug flying type. However, it's very interesting. If you have an extra Pokeball in your bag and an extra space in your party, when Nincada evolves, it will evolve into a Shedinja, which has the unique ability of only being able to be hit by moves that are super effective. So it's Bug Ghost, so Dark, Rock, Fire, and Ghost will damage it, but no other moves in the game will damage it, other than like traps you've set up at the start of battle. So like Leech Life, or sorry, not Leech Life, that's what it's using now. Stealth Rock or Poison... Toxic Spikes, that's what it's called. Toxic Spikes will still poison them. It'll take poison damage. Very interesting Pokemon. Gimmick that's only ever been done once because I don't think a whole lot of people are aware of how it even works. They're just like, oh, here's this random Pokemon in my party now. Ah, most impressive indeed. Okay, well, with that battle complete and a little bit of a longer episode, TM09, I will check that TM. I'm sure you'll find it useful. Okay, Bullet Seed. It's not very useful for me right now. For real this time. Next time on Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, we will head over to Mount Battle, where we'll learn some more information about what exactly is going on with these suspicious individuals in the desert. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, have fun, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.